Greetings class, welcome to Duel Academy. ProfessoRivas here, and today is the first lesson of your first class, Introduction to Monsters. Today we will be discussing the most basic of monsters, normal monsters. So without further ado, get your deck, get your game on, and let's get started. So what are monster cards? Monster cards are used to battle and defeat your opponent. Battles between monster cards are the foundation of any duel. There are many kinds of monster cards. This game is more than just a simple slugfest, so monsters with high attack and defense points will not be enough. There are also monsters with strong special effects, even though their attack and defense points are low. Therefore, your success in a duel depends on how skillfully you can make use of the different kinds of cards. Let's discuss a monster's level. The level of a monster is determined by the number of stars it has on the top right side of the card. If a monster has 4 stars, it's a level 4 monster. If a monster has 7 stars, it's a level 7 monster, so on and so forth. A monster level can range from 1 to 12. In the Duel Academy orientation, we discussed how to tribute summon. Remember, monsters that are level 4 or below require no tribute. Monsters that are level 5 or 6 require 1 tribute. Finally, monsters that are level 7 and above require 2 tributes. Duelists have speculated about the relation between a monster's level and its attack. Some have found a general pattern which goes as follows. Monsters that are level 3 have no more than 1750 attack. Monsters that are level 4 have no more than 2000 attack. Monsters that are level 6 have no more than 2600 attack. Monsters that are level 8 have no more than 3000 attack. Monsters that are level 10 have no more than 4000 attack, and monsters that are level 12 have no more than 5000 attack. Monsters that break this rule usually have a negative effect, and again, this is just a speculated pattern that duelists have noticed. Every monster in the game has an attribute. A monster's attribute is relevant to many card effects in the game. There are 6 basic attributes: water, fire, earth, wind, light, dark, and 1 special attribute, divine. The same way that every monster has an attribute, every monster has a type. A monster's type is also relevant to many card effects in the game. Back in the olden days, many duelists used to create their decks based on their favorite attribute or type. Some duelists still do. However, it's more common to see duelists create their decks based on archetypes, which we will discuss in the future. As of now, there are 25 types of monsters in the game. Aqua, beast, warrior, creator, god, cyberse, dinosaur, divine, beast, dragon, fairy, fiend, fish, insect, machine, plant, and psychic, pyro, reptile, rock, sea serpent, spellcaster, thunder, warrior, wing beast, worm, zombie, word. Now let's talk about normal monsters. These are basic monster cards without special abilities. Many normal monsters have higher attack and defense points than effect monsters, instead of having special abilities. Normal monsters have the nickname vanilla monsters. This nickname refers to its flavored text being plain, as well as the vanilla colored border of the card itself. The flavored text of these vanilla monsters refer to the monster's lore. The early game of Duel Monsters mainly consisted of these vanilla monsters, making the game slower but simpler. As the game evolved with new game mechanics such as fusions, synchros, exes, and pendulums, so did vanilla monsters. Normal monsters started to become used for fusion materials to fusion summon, tuners to synchro summon, and pendulum scales to pendulum summon. As more duel monsters were created, normal monsters were printed less and less while effect monsters were printed more and more. Players wanted more than just monsters that could attack, but also use special abilities to make the game faster and more strategic. Just look below. Although M Warrior 1 and Karate Man have 1000 attack, Karate Man is an effect monster with the ability to double its attack, making it 2000. Even though Karate Man would be destroyed at the end of the turn, many players would choose it over M Warrior due to its potential in the play. Thank you so much for attending this class. There will be a quiz on this lesson, so don't forget to take it. I hope you have a great day, and class dismissed.